Nora. Okay, can you guys see Nora? I'm sorry, and I apologize, guys, that I lost you guys. Um, I really have no idea, and I have no answers for losing you guys, and I'm hoping that we can get Nora back on the call right now. Um, it's, when we're talking about frequency, frequency could be really, really high at many, many times. So I hope that most of you can see me now, and I hope that Nora is coming back on. So I will call her just to make sure, because I can't see her. I don't know about you guys.
Hello?
Hey, Nora, did I lose you? I mean, I know I got...
You did.
Okay, do you want to reconnect the way you were connected?
Yeah, I will. Okay.
I have no idea what happened. I apologize.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, so while Nora is coming back, and I know that we were talking about frequencies, and it's something that I really don't know what Nora was talking about because I was disconnected. But Nora is really, really talented in that area and being able to feel the frequency. I don't know if some of you just if you've experienced energy work before. I mean, one of the things that you can do is really like rub your hands, just rub your hands. And then when you begin to kind of press on your hands, you begin to sense, the further you get, the more energy you feel in between. Okay, and there's an activity that I do when I'm presenting, and basically I have people kind of beaming energy at each other, and then they're walking away from each other further and further and further and further and further, and sometimes they are like feet away, like 30 feet or more away, and they can still sense each other. It's really powerful when you begin to get in touch with that energy. Okay, I have Nora calling in. So I know you guys probably think this is a mess, but it's not. It's not. It's all about energy and frequency. And I think Nora and I together and all of you that are coming in with a lot of energy, it's really throwing off some of this technology stuff that we're trying to deal with. So I apologize, but if you begin to work with symbolic language, intuition, intuition can come in so many ways. It can come in thoughts, ideas, words, imagery, which would be pictures. It could come in the form of sound, taste, or smell, and it really depends on how you begin to develop that skill. Okay, at this moment, I think that intuitively I've connected with all my senses. I've had, we all have that gift. It's not something that I just have. The reason that mine is a little, it's really advanced. I want to say that it's advanced. I want to say that most of the information is 95 to 98% accuracy. is because ever since I was very, very young, that I can remember, I would be able to tap into information and then share it with my family and my friends. And a lot of that information was confirmed. But I connected with a lot of deaths, a lot of illness, tragedies. And now I've shifted and taken myself into being a coach for business, spirituality, relationships, and finance. So I don't really want to connect to the death stories and all that stuff. It really makes me sad. And I experienced it for so many years that I don't want to do that anymore. No more. It's not part, I mean, I do connect with it and I still sometimes receive that information, but I've decided that I don't want to tell people awful things that are going to happen. I'd rather tell you something positive and motivating. So anyways, those are some of my experiences as as I was growing up. And then just a simple example, like how many of you have learned to like stop wasting your money on taxes that you don't have to pay those taxes? And I know you're probably thinking, where is she coming with those taxes? Because it's about money. You see, money is a seed. And if money is a seed, then it's supposed to grow, guys. It's supposed to grow. We're not supposed to not have money, especially if you're an intuitive person, if you're a spiritual teacher, if you're working in spirituality. We tend to feel that because we are of service to people that we're not supposed to charge. But you know what? I really, really have to say that you have to think that again, because it's a service, but it's a value that you're giving out to people. And it's an exchange of energy. So here we go again with energy. So when you are exchanging energy, then you should feel comfortable in growing in all areas of your life. You know, relationships, money, career, education, because you have to continue to learn and grow and expand who you are so that you can continue to share this information with other people that you know. So for those of you that are interested in the tax part of it, because I'm a connector, I would recommend that you connect with Daniel E. Greens. He is a CPA and he shares taxes strategies that can save you thousands of dollars in taxes. So again, hold on. We have Nora on the line. Nora, if you click again and you clear your the cookies that you did that, and then you click on the link and you put it there again, you should be able to connect with us again.
Okay, so I gotta clear cookies again?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll do that and I'll try that again.
Okay, awesome. Bye. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So now as we're talking about language and we're talking about intuition and we're talking about frequency, when you begin to connect with this information and you really begin to make sense of all the information that surrounds you and you begin to gather this information and you begin to interpret it, okay, then it becomes simple. It becomes a simple process that you begin to gain this skill, because it becomes a skill, guys. It's not easy, because many times I still get guidance, I still get intuitive guidance, and I don't follow. Just like this weekend, I didn't follow through when I got information about my son, you know, because I thought he was this perfect little boy, right? But it becomes simple. And you begin to know how to tap into that frequency, tap into the symbolic language, and begin to listen to everything that's going around. I don't know. Let me see if I have that. I have a new entrepreneur friend, and he shared this video with me. His name is Gil. He's not here, but I am going to share. God, I'm afraid to do it, but I'm gonna try it anyways, just because I'm afraid that I might lose you guys again with all this energy. But let's see. Okay. Give me a minute. And I'm going to share it with you because it deals with gaining and building up that courage. You know, you have to build that courage to take action. Nora?
Yes.
Okay. You're here. I don't see you over here. I don't see you over here. Can you guys see me twice or no? Oh well. Okay. I was going to show them a little video, Nora. So I'm going to share my screen for a second here. And can you guys see it? Can you see it?
I can just see you.
You don't see the screen. Let me see. Let me ask the participants. Can you guys see the videos? Type yes or no. Because I don't want to waste my time if you guys can't see it. Okay, awesome. They can see it, Nora.
Okay.
I can't see you over here. Isn't that amazing, guys? For those of you that were able to see it, you know, and it takes courage. It takes courage to jump up, you know, from a hill. It takes courage to go surfing. It takes courage to take that next step in your life. It takes courage to be able to listen to your intuition. It takes courage to be able to feel that frequency. It takes courage to begin to live and become who you want to become. It takes courage. It's not easy, but it's simple, because once you know the steps and you know how to begin to use it, it becomes simple. As I said at the beginning, you know, Nora and I have had many experiences in our lives, but that have been very challenging, but they help you make those drastic changes that you need to make. You know, intuition is also being able to see your bank account and see if you don't have money, then that gives you a lot of feedback, which is what we're going to call it, is feedback that you don't know how to control your energy, you know, and you need to learn how to manage it, manage your energy, so that you know how to be able to manage the money financially. And it's something deep because I had to discover it myself. I had to go through this drastic movement and saying, what the hell is happening? You know, I've always been able to have a lot of money. Money comes to me very, very easy. But after that near-death experience, it was like, whoa, relationships, money, my home, my family, everything was so dramatic that it made me really stop and reshift my whole being. You know, and I had to go back and look at my checkbook and say, whoa, the universe is telling me something. You know, my energy was split all over. Don't you agree, Nora? All over the place. You know, can you guys see Nora? Type yes or no. Because I can see her, but I don't see her on my other screen. Can you see Nora? Okay. So when you begin to look at everything, Nora, and I'm sure you were talking about energy because we kind of lost each other. I was telling them that because we were probably talking about energy and the frequency of Telsa and then them having all this energy that they can't see you. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. Can they hear me?
Can you guys hear Nora?
Hello, can you hear me?
And I was telling them that maybe because of our energies, it's so high, the frequency is so high, technology is not working for us. This Telsa, tell him to lower his energy.
He is here. He's playing with my hair.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, they can hear you. So awesome.
Okay, good.
Okay, I'm going to put this down a little bit so that way they can hear both of us and we can have that dialogue. So, okay, I know I've been talking. You lost me, then we lost Nora. So they're saying hello, Nora.
Hello.
But we're having fun. You really have to enjoy and be able to play with everything that happens. I mean, even if I would say, oh, this is so terrible, I'm never going to do this again. Right, Nora? We can say that.
Right.
We can say that. But you know what? We're not going to say that because we know everything and we understand frequency and we understand language and we understand coincidence and we know that this is not a coincidence. You know, we could read it in different ways. We can really say that there's a lot of energy here, or we need to learn how to communicate better. So there's two messages out there for us, guys. You know, being able to learn how to communicate and that there's a lot of frequency. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yes, I agree.
Mm-hmm. So anyways, Nora, I know that we've both been saying different things and we've been having fun with this technology stuff. So I showed a video where there's people taking and having courage to take steps and really become who they are, like stepping into your greatness, because that's what you have to do when you're working with energy, don't you think? I mean, wasn't it hard? Tell them about how you had this intuitive guidance and it hit you, and then that you doubted in any way. I mean, question it, because we're all so human that we could do that.
Intuitive guidance about what?
When you got the guidance to follow and begin to connect with Tesla in your case.
Well, yeah. I mean, it just, for me, it was more of like.
They're saying hello, Nicola.
Hello, Nicola. Yeah, he's here. He's playing with my hair. That's how one of the ways he signals me. And he's here for sure. But what I was telling them before while you were gone off the webinar is that I had asked the universe to, I told the universe I wanted the big healings.
I think I have an idea.
How I got that's how I ended up at the Tesla Metamorphosis training in Tucson, Arizona. And so, yes, and then I had met the instructor, Anya, and so I just went to her talk, and all I had to do, even though I couldn't understand what she was saying, I just knew intuitively that I had to go learn this modality, because I had never had an experience with anyone levitating on my table, and I had quite a bit of healing talents and abilities. So yes, I followed my intuition, and I luckily had the money to attend the workshop the very next day it started. So yes, I followed my intuition, and that was a lot of money to drop right before Christmas, but I went with it, and it has done nothing but pay off.
Oh yeah.
For me. Yeah, nothing but payoff. And the camera, Angelica, I can see the light fixture on your ceiling.
Oh, sorry. People can see you though. People can see you. Yeah. So that's why I kind of had to put you on the screen, and they're saying thank you because they can see you on the screen.
Okay.
and I have all this light because that way, you guys can see me a lot brighter and stuff like that. So. But well, you improvise, right?
Sure.
And we're doing the best that we can. So thank you guys.
Thanks for staying with us. I know it's frustrating.
Thank you guys. It's a blessing. But okay, Nora, why don't we put people on the hot seat, and I'm going to try to give them that link to see if they can connect like you did. I'm thinking my kids brought me my iPad because I got disconnected and then it went here. I'm just afraid that I won't be able to see people over here. So I'm going to give them, who wants to be on the hot seat right now, and we can do some energy work and intuition. They're saying that Nora is from Arizona. Yeah. So who would like to be on the hot seat? We could either give you a number where you could call, or we can give you a link and you can try to do something like Nora and I and then connect on the webinar.
So we're putting them on the hot seat so they can feel healing energy? And
then we can also do some intuitive guidance with them and see. They can ask one a burning question. Okay. I'll work with them in that, and then we can have Tesla kind of send some energy and remove some blockages. What do you think?
Okay, who's on there? And then maybe...
Well, we have several people. We have Dan, Margaret, Kathy, Tracy, Margaret. We've lost some people. Delphine or Delphine? Delphine. Yes,
well,
Delphine.
Delphine and I would like, I've seen her picture, so I think I can do energy work on her. Ask her if she wants to be on
Delphine, do you want to be on the hot seat, Delphine? I can send you a number where you can call.
I think she might be in another country.
Oh, no. Okay, then.
Or maybe she's in California.
No,
then. Ask her. She might be in California.
Are you in California, Delphine? I don't know if she's answering. Can you hear us? Okay, who else? If Delphine doesn't want to, does anybody else want to volunteer? I have another person, but she is not here with us. But she did send, I had people from France and India, they sent me some messages here, okay? And I'm pulling Facebook out because I asked them to send me private messages. I have this person, I don't know where she's from, but it's Catherine. And I asked her to send me her birthday, so I can kind of feel her energy. Okay, Delphine is on the call. We'll get to you, Delphine, in a second, okay? So this person that sent me information, her name is Catherine, and she has a birthday which is a 5, which is May, and 4, which is manifestation. And I just want to tell you, Catherine, that because you have this number, a 5 and a 4, you are a huge manifester. And she wanted, her question was, she wanted to create, she has a passion for sound healing, and she's going to Jonathan Goldman's coming event, and she says that she has an opportunity to rent a space, and that's going to bring her an opportunity to heal and work with other people. She's nervous about the timing and had not planned on doing this until she built up her own practice and her own clientele. Number one, do it. You have to have that courage, and you have to take it. Don't you agree, Nora? You have to do it. You have to do it. You know what? How are you going to get clients if you don't even start and you don't even take action? You just do it. You have the number 5, which means sudden and unexpected surprises in your life, you know. And I recommend online and offline activities, Catherine. You have to do online and offline, not only ground activity. Believe me, trust me, you will be very successful. You're going to get a lot of clients if you take action both online and offline. And then you can manifest almost anything you want. You just have to be very careful, because what you're thinking, whether it's negative or positive, you're going to manifest it. So be careful with that. Be very, very careful. Now, what do you want to say, Nora? Because I want to do her life purpose quickly and be able to guide her with that. But I'm looking for my pen, and then I want them to see you while you're talking. So would you like to send Catherine some energy?
Sure, I'll send her some energy.
Yeah, to kind of work. Do you want me to put you on the video or not?
Whatever you want. I can be on the video. I've got my my earth water and my clear apple phyllite dish of crystals, which I'll show everybody if the camera's on me. What I use are these clear apple phyllite crystals. I'm trying to get them in the camera there. Okay. And these are the Tesla healing crystal. And we'll be learning about these at the workshop as well. But I have these in my lap. And then I have the earth water, which is here in a bowl. This is from a spring that's nearby, this water. And I have rocks in it that are from the spring, and then as well as some crystals. So what I do is I get my hands a little wet, and then I touch the crystals, and then I ignite the Tesla wave. So I'm sending Catherine
Yes.
some energy right now. And I hope she feels it. She's not on the call, correct?
I think correct.
Okay. Because Delphine's on the call. I'll be able to tap into her. Okay, so I'm sending her, Catherine, some energy while you're figuring out her numerology.
Yes.
Okay. Delphine, hang in there with us.
Any sensations, anything that you're feeling for Catherine in any specific part of her body? Or anything that you're feeling?
Yeah, I'm just asking right now.
Oh, okay.
Throat, 5th chakra.
Which one?
The 5th chakra, the throat.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're saying, wow, thank you for connecting with me. I think she is on the call. Yes. I didn't think you were on the call, Kathy. Yeah, you've connected with her.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Does she feel it?
Yes. She said, wow, I can feel it.
Good. Good, good.
Actually, she said she's here. Oh, awesome, Kathy. Yeah, awesome. I'm glad you can join us.
What's her last name? Do we know?
Oh, okay. She signed us Kathy. Yes, I know. Her name is. I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it right. It's Kovaceve.
I don't know her.
No, but anyway, she could feel you. So, Her hands are vibrating too, she says.
Oh, good.
That's
so
beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful. Okay. Nyman. Okay, Kathy Nyman? Is that your last name?
Kathy
Okay.
Nyman. Okay.
Awesome. That's beautiful. Okay. It's Serbian. Okay. Awesome. Beautiful. Beautiful. Kovacevic. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right. But it's beautiful. You know,
Yeah,
and those of you that are on the call, you know, we're all like those surge connectors, and if you all can connect yourself to like that surge connector, you could also feel that same vibration, because the Telsa energy is so powerful that all of you could begin to feel it. And even if you have a different intention, you could still receive the same healing in a different area of your body and still move those blockages that you might be feeling. Okay? Awesome. Well, thank you, Kathy. Do you want to say anything else before we move on? I do. I want to tell you, Kathy, that your life purpose is a 34. Again, the 34, the 3 plus 4 adds to 7, so which means that you are a spiritual teacher. You're very intuitive, so you need to follow your intuition. You need to follow that higher self that wants to come out of the box and really be who you want to be and live it. Sound is beautiful. I have amazing stories where I was working with this gentleman that was ready to pass, and they called me. I don't do home visits, but the lady really begged me, and she said, please, you need to come. My husband's been in bed for about 2 to 3 months. I don't remember exactly, because this was about 2 years ago. And I said, you know what, I don't do house visits. She's like, please. So I went. And you know what I used, Kathy? I used sound healing. And I probably worked on the man for 45 minutes to an hour. When I finished, he walked off the bed and was feeling a lot better. Didn't sleep that whole night. And the wife called me this next day and said, hey, my husband hasn't been sleeping. What's going on? I said, hey, be rejoiceful and celebrate that he's up and working. And according to the doctors, he was supposed to pass away, and it's already been more than about, what? It's been a while that he's been living. And I have, you know what, you're worried about clients? Don't be worried, because his experience, they brought all this family to me, and I have his family, the whole family, they're all my clients, all of them. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about clients, because they'll start coming when you start working with them, and when you start to have these testimonials and these stories that you're going to begin to share. Now, I'm sure you have them already, right, Kathy? But anyways, that 7 is that spiritual teacher, and the numbers for this rental space adds up to 7. You know what? That's awesome. If it adds up to 7, that's beautiful, because 7 has to do with spiritual, and my friend Nora is a 7, double 7, July 7, 25, 7. So it's a beautiful number to have. It's like a lightning. Lightning comes in when you're in that 7 vibration. So imagine with sound. Can you feel it already?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let me do my little sound bowl here. Wow. Just for the fun of it. Woo! I hope that didn't hurt your ears, guys. But just feel the vibration of that energy. It's wonderful feeling. Anyways, just be patient with the 7, because when you're developing and when you're growing into it, there's a lot of hidden mysteries that you need to discover within that 7. There's a lot of hidden mysteries. But when you begin to connect the mind with the soul, whoa, you'll have experiences that are amazing. Like my friend Nora here, she has amazing experiences, and she's been able to tap into it. Oh, yes. Yes. She's asking if she can send some energy back, and if we felt it. You know what? Don't you feel it in your hands?
Yes, but I also have a pile of crystals in my lap. So, yeah.
She has crystals,
Thank you, Kathy. That's so sweet. I actually feel it in my heart.
Ah, she feels the energy in her heart, Kathy. Beautiful. Atul, A-T-U-L, he has a 1 + 6, which is 16th. And then July is the 7th, so double whammy there. Oh my God.
Yeah, he's a double 7.
A double 7. So you guys, I told you that if you were here, you were radiant and you magnify and you're very intense with energy. That's why we've been having these problems, Nora. Because we have people here that are working with energy and it's powerful, and our technology wasn't working because of all that energy that's taking place. But that's wonderful, wonderful. Okay, awesome. Okay, so
Delphine's on the line.
yes, Delphine, either you can send me a question through Facebook, or because I have it up here, believe me, or you can send me a message through the chat, a question, or I can
Did she call in?
or I can give you the link, Delphine, so that you can call in. What do you want? You want to call in? Where are you, Delph? Okay. I don't know where she's at. I can't see her, but let me see if I get messages. You guys can also message me on Facebook if you don't want. Okay, there she is. Now, do you want to send a question, Delphine, through the chat?
On her.
Or you just want some healing? Do you want a specific healing? Okay, perfect. If you want to send me your birthday, you can send it. Day of birth, year would work for me, and I can give you your life purpose. And then Nora will begin working with you as well. Do you have an intention or a question? You can start working with her. I don't see the question here yet.
I am.
Okay.
Yeah, ask her and tell her to tell us when she starts feeling the connection between her and I, because I'm working on her.
Okay, when you begin to feel the connection,
I'm working on you.
Go ahead and tell us when you begin to feel the energy. Here's Nora. And either through Facebook, you can send me your birthday and I'll connect with you. She's a musician and dedicated her life to Nicola. Will it work out? Awesome. Yes. Wow. That's beautiful.
Tell her Delphine, I just had a release on you. I don't know if you felt anything.
She said, thank you so much, Nora. Okay, there's a delay in the video, but chat is real time. So those of you that have questions or anything, go ahead and type, because chat doesn't have that delay. She's saying that she feels a very warm feeling, Nora.
Where does she feel it?
Where do you feel it? She said it felt very warm.
It might be her whole body, but I know I'm tapped in because I've seen her picture before. That makes it a lot easier for me.
Okay. In her arms.
Okay.
Upper arms and shoulders.
Okay, good, good. She's tapped in. That's good. I just had a release for her. That's good.
Okay. There's been a release, guys, so.
What's her birthday?
It's April 17th. So when you're looking at April 17th, can you work with her and while I'm talking, Nora? Or am I distracting you?
I'm working with
Okay.
her.
When you have
No. I got her.
So I can talk?
Yes.
Okay, she said she can see it on Nora's screen. The screen flashed when the release happened.
I love it.
Yeah. Dan said I could see it on Nora's screen. The screen flashed when the release happened. Double whammy there.
Gosh, I love it. Yes, well, it's working on something right now. It's like, whoa, that kind of feeling. So get ready.
Okay. Well, while Nora's working with the energy, Nora and I make a good team because, just a second. Because when we met each other, we're both energy workers, and we both kind of work together hand in hand all the time. She does the energy work, and I'm really connected with the intuitive part, so we help each other that way. Anyways, Delphine, the four is manifestation again. You have to connect with nature. You really, really need to connect with nature. Get out of the house if you're not doing it. Go to nature, connect with it, because that's how you're going to be manifesting. When you connect with water, when you connect with fire, when you connect with all the elementals, it's really important that you connect with all the elementals in nature. Also, you have the 17, and the 17 adds up to 8. And just the 17 itself and the 8 means that you're an entrepreneur and a business person. So it means that it relates, the 8 represents infinity, the infinity number, the frequency of movement. So you can attract all sorts of energy and money. So if you really, really want to connect and balance your whole being, including money, because remember, money is seed. Money is seed. So if you plant the seed, it grows. But if you block it, it can't grow. And you have that talent, Delphine, to grow your money and expand it. But you need to develop the strategies and the skills to be able to maintain it and make it blossom and expand, because you could make a lot of money. Okay? I can't give you your life's purpose because I didn't get your birth year, but I think that is just wonderful information to give you. I would also recommend that whenever you have a chance that you connect with me and we do a full astronumerology. We look at your planets, we look at your life purpose, and you need to know your challenges, guys, because those weaknesses, don't you agree, Nora, that, I'm an educator, and I've been an educator for more than 26 years, and we assess our kids. We want to know where they're at and where they need to get at the end of the year. So you guys need to know, where are you right now? And that's when we look at your progressions with the astronumerology. Where are the planets? Where are the stars? How are they impacting you? What are they creating for you? And then how can you move beyond them? Because once you know your weaknesses, you can move. Because you're like, I get it. This is how I am, and this is who I am, and this is my weakness, and this is what I need to do to move and really live on purpose, your purpose. Okay? So she's saying thank you very much. She says she loves water and likes to be underwater more than that above. Me too.
Oh,
I love water. We're water people, and your name tells it all. So, anyways,
yeah.
I would recommend to get your names checked also. Fortunate. Some of us don't have fortunate names. My name was Maria Angelica Benavides, and when I had that name, it was very challenging for me, guys. And I grew up with a lot of challenges. When I changed it to Maria Angelica Underwood or Angelica Underwood, my whole entrepreneurship, it just skyrocketed. Yes or no, Nora? I've been on TV. I've been on radio shows. I mean, my whole business has taken a different form when I changed my name. Anyways, beautiful. Okay, so now I have, how's that going with Delphine? Anything else, Delphine? Nora?
I'm just working away on her. I did want to say, as when you were talking about the lessons and knowing your lessons, as a hand analyst, because I'm a hand analyst, I actually coach my clients from their lessons, because your purpose, if you are making progress on your lessons, first of all, if you know what your lessons are, and then you're making progress on them, your purpose shows up. But it really can't if you're not making progress on your lessons. And again, some of us don't even know what our lessons are. But it does. It's a magical thing, because what you learn in your lessons when you're overcoming them is directly related and intertwined with your purpose. So you actually need the knowledge from your lesson in order to understand and fulfill your purpose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. And what, you know what, I've combined all modalities, the hand analysis with the Feng Shui, with the astronumerology, and woo! Oh my God. You know, because like I said, everything is energy. And everything that I place in my home is energy, and it represents something, and it gives my brain signals to activate something in my brain and something within me, so that I can take action, so that I can be inspired, so I can protect myself, or so I can create cures, because everything around us will create something. Okay, this home, I moved into this home, and it really created separation for me from my husband. Okay, now I always often want to say, if I knew that this was going to create that separation, I wouldn't be here. But I think I didn't know, because that was a lesson that I needed to go through, an experience that I needed to go through. And you know what? We all know people for a reason, for a season, and for a reason, right? And for a decade. And my husband was here for a very special reason, and he taught me something very, very special. And I still love him, and I send him blessings right now, because I'm bringing him in this conversation. But Feng Shui, you know, you could do divinations and intuitive work within your home and be able to say, whoa, you know, when I ended up in the hospital, I went to the hospital because I looked at my Feng Shui and how it was set up, and I was like, I need to go to the hospital. You know, otherwise I wouldn't have gone, because I take a lot of pain. I take a lot of pain. Okay. Anyways, we have Dan says, so Nora, I have a question about my hands then. Okay.
And what?
He has a question about his hands. Go ahead, Dan. And then I'm going to go to Atul, A-T-U-L, because he gave me his birthday too. So why don't we go with Atul first, because he sent his birthday, and then we move with Dan. How about that? Okay.
Sure.
Atul is A-T-U-L, and I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. If I'm not, sorry. Okay. His birthday is December, just the 12th, guys. I mean, December being a 12, so you have the 1 and the 2. So that means a 3. That means that you are here to express and learn how to communicate and express your whole being, and express it in many, many forms, either in writing, music, being able to dancing. I mean, I don't know how you want to express who you are, but you need to be able to do it in any form that works for you, so that you can get your message out there. Okay. And then the 4 again. Wow, we have a lot of 4s, a lot of manifestation here. Woo! Okay. The only thing with the 4 is, guys, I really have to tell you the shadow part. We're stubborn because I'm a 4. I have a 22, and it adds to 4 in my day of birth, and we're stubborn, very stubborn people. So be careful, catch yourself when you're in that shadow side and you become stubborn and you're like, no, I've never done it that way. That doesn't work for me. You know what? Get out of your ego. Get out of your ego, because if you don't move out of your ego, you're not going to make drastic changes in your life. Get that ego, put it out, and throw it away. Throw it away, because the ego is there only to protect you. It's only there to protect you. And when you want to protect yourself, you can't make a lot of changes and movements, because you're like, do I take this step? Do I take the other one? Am I really feeling this? Am I really seeing this? Yes, you are. You are feeling it. You are seeing it. So take action. Okay? Now,
Angelica?
Yes.
I want you to ask Atul, because I'm healing on him. Ask him if he can feel it.
Atul, can you feel it? Because Nora's working while I'm talking. Say yes or no, and I'm going to keep talking while you type your answer on in the chat box. Now, you have the 12, so you have 4 plus 3 is 7. There you go again, 7. If you give me your full year, I would be able to tell you your life purpose. But you have that 7, so there's a lot of you that want to connect to that intuitive part of you, and that's why you're here, right? That's why you're here. And he's saying, how can I use power of intuition? You know, guys, the way you use the power of intuition is listen to anything and everything that comes to you. Sometimes it's your own voice. People sometimes say, oh, I heard and I saw, and you know what? It's all imagination. It's all imagination. I really want to say that. If you look at the moon, well, you know what? Not imagination. Illusion. That's the word I wanted to use. Illusion. If you see the moon and you see that it's giving you light, it's only an illusion, because the moon is not really giving you that light. It's the sun behind that moon that's really giving the moon that light, that in our perception we see light. Yeah? So when you connect to intuition, you will either see it, hear it, feel it, but it's not in the outer world. It's not, you're not going to see it with your eyes. You're not going to hear it with your ears. You're not going to feel it with your hands. It's an inner hearing, inner feeling, inner seeing, inner smelling that you will develop it. Now, Nora and I have an intuitive guidance class that we give. We just had one in Arkansas, and we're going to have one in Dallas very soon. So those of you that want to connect with us and you want to come here, we have those intuitive sessions where she does her healing part and I do my intuitive. So, and then I continue to have my webinars where you can connect and you can continue to develop the language and how people are speaking and the intuition, so that you can develop it even more. Okay, he gave me his years, so go ahead, Nora. He said, let me go down and read what they're saying. Yeah, that's right, Atul. And you know why, Atul? You can't express what you want to say, but that's part of your life challenge. You know, you have that 12, which is the third, gives you that 3, which is expression. So if it's becoming a challenge for you, I encourage you that whatever you want to say, as long as it's a win-win, and don't respond, don't react, correct that, don't react, and reacting is like, I want to tell somebody, oh, you're such a fool. You don't want to react. That's reacting. You want to respond. Think it through on what you want to say and find the right words to say things, and then say it. Practice saying what you want to say to people. You know what? If you're feeling angry, then I felt some energy in the chest, Nora. I don't know what you felt with Atul. There's a lot of tension in that area of the heart center, so you might want to work there.
Well, I just had a good release.
Okay.
Just now.
Awesome. So when you're beginning to want to say something, for example, if you're angry, you don't want to say, you made me angry with what you said. No, you say, you know what, when you said blah, 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 I felt angry. You see how different it is? Instead of saying, you make me, you take 100% responsibility. We all have to take 100% responsibility by saying, when you said this, this is how I felt. And when you begin to have that conversation with other people, then you begin to express who you are. You know what, I would really love for you to do blah, 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 because it would make me feel happy, or whatever you want to say to the person. I hope that helped, Atul. Okay. Kathy said, thanks, Atul. Eagle is a wonderful counselor. Just don't get caught up in the story of the drama it is telling us. It's all just to get our attention. Exactly. You don't get stuck in the story, because that's what we do. We said, oh, so-and-so did blah, 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 and we get so caught up in that story, and then we forget to see and hear the intuitive part of what is really, really happening, okay? I'm trying to improvise here with Nora. Sorry, Nora.
Okay.
I'm having so much fun here. Okay. Wonderful, Atul. Okay, we had Dan, and I'm going to give Atul his life purpose, but Dan said the following: the lines on my hands are neatly identical. I have never seen that before and have been told I should be healing people. Does it seem like I should be doing this as my life purpose? I can give you more info in need. Dan, I would recommend that you send me your birthday so I can check that, and then Nora will answer whatever she wants to answer right now. Well, I check Atul. Ready, Nora?
Okay. Can you repeat the question about his line?
Yes, he says that the lines on his hands are nearly identical, and I have never seen that before, and have been told I should be healing people. Does it seem like I should be doing this in my life's purpose? And can I give you more info if needed? Chanel.
Okay.
Chanel,
First of all,
give me that.
that's I get most of my information from the prints, the fingerprints. I'm not. I mean, I know how to read a lot of information from the palms, but without looking at them, I can't really answer that question. What I do have, Dan, is I have a product called their hand analysis kits. And I think Angelica will be talking about this at the end of the program, but I can mail them to you, and you can send me your prints, and I can analyze them for you. And that is something, that is the service that I do, and they can go anywhere for that. But without looking at them, I can't really answer that question. And I can't see, so.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go back to Atul really quick. He has a 28-10. So you have a 28 life purpose, which adds up to 10. So it's instant manifestation, Atul. So I'm really going to encourage you to be very, very careful, because with that 10, it is an instant manifestation. Again, it's like the 4, but the 10 is more powerful. More powerful. You see, the 4s were very grounded and earth, and we have to do, but your mind will create a lot of this stuff. I mean, our minds create everything, but with you, it's instantly. You really have to get that and be very, very careful what you're thinking. If you're very negative, then that's what you're seeing in your life. if you're a positive thinker and take action with your positive thoughts, then you will create that success that you want. Okay, so really catch yourself, which adds to a 1, which means that you should be in a leadership role, supervising, initiator, inventor, creator, and just trust yourself because you're in that mind triad. Okay, I hope that helped.
Is this Dan from, he lives in Alberta?
Dan,
I've got his picture up.
Dan, do you live in Alberta? Yes or no? Atul said that he felt warm on his arms.
Oh, good, good. I've got Dan's picture up, who I think it's Dan Fredrickson. I've got his picture up, and I'm doing healing work on Dan, if this is the same Dan.
Dan, is your name? Is it Fredrickson? Yes. Fredrickson.
Okay, good. Tell him I'm healing on.
He's sending energy now on Dan.
Yes. And Atul, I'm glad that you let me know that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah, Atul, I sent you your life purpose. I told you were the 2810, and I was talking to you. I hope that helped you. You know, you're an instant manifester and inventor, and really trust yourself. If you guys want more information and go really deep, but Nora and I will talk about it at the end and how you can connect with us. But it's remarkable. Okay, yeah. Dan said yes, that's me.
Okay.
Wow, you know,
I'm working on him.
And you know what? It's beautiful to have males in our sessions. It's just beautiful to see.
Yes, it's nice.
See that.
Yes, it is.
Awesome, Atul. I'm glad that it helped you. Now, Dan.
Good.
You know, Dan's birthday, same thing. You're 12. Communication. Either you could be on the shadow side or you could be on the positive side where you overdo it and you're speaking. And I sense that you love to talk. I really sense that. I picked that energy up. And then you have a 7 in your birthday. The 16. So that's a 6 and a 7. He's feeling warmth in the face, arms, and the lower back, Nora.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, so awesome. Okay, now with the 16, Dan, you have to be able to laugh when you're faced with difficulties, and the key is in happiness. So whenever you're experiencing something very tough, it's being able to find the joy within that difficult moment. You have that 16 right there. Guard yourself about getting too involved in other people's personal stuff. Really guard yourself, because you might want to tend to help them. You're very intuitive also, yet you might get too involved in their problems. Disconnect from them, because you might still go home, or you might walk away from that client, and then you might still pick up a lot of their stuff and still feel a lot of their energy, and it's not you. It's not you. So disconnect, cut the cord, so that you can really connect with your own energy and your own being. Dan said that he's also feeling warmth and tingling now, and Atul is feeling also very heavy arms.
Okay,
so
I think Atul, I'm going to go back to Atul. I think I can work on both of them.
I think so too, because remember, we're all connected with that surge project connector.
Okay, so I'm gonna connect to both of them. I'm gonna do Atul with my right hand and Dan with my left hand. So good. Atul, let us know if you're feeling it. Because I've got both their pictures up, and I can look at them, and that helps me a lot.
Awesome.
Yeah, very different energies, that's for sure.
Yeah, Dan is saying that he has problems sometimes, and the largest problem is with mom. He's very close to her, and she gets rather negative. To separate is very hard. You know what, Atul? I mean, Dan, um, we have the third chakra, and that's your power. That's your power. So whenever you feel connected to any woman and your mom, you need to kind of cover that area. And I'm going to kind of stand up to show you guys here, right here. Cover up that third part so that you can kind of break away from that. Or what I usually do when I'm working with energy, and Nora does the same thing, we cut the cords. You cut the cord. You're with your mom, you're having that conversation with her, and then cut the cords, you know? And I don't know about you guys, but I love the Ho'oponopono prayer. I love it, and I use it all the time. And it's really simple. I love you. Please forgive me, and thank you. And all the time I encounter problems that I cannot disconnect with, and that it's repeating in my brain, and I'm just going over and over. I just repeat the same thing. I love you. Please forgive me, and thank you, and over and over. And you will be surprised on the beautiful things that you begin to create when you send loving energy, when you send grace, and when you forgive. You know, and I know that some of you, it's really hard to forgive because we experience so many things that are very intense, and it's hard. I understand. I understand. But forgiveness, if you don't forgive, guys, you're going to be held to a lot of obstacles and limiting beliefs that you're not going to be able to move and get where you want to go. And the intuitive guidance is not going to be as clear. So you need to forgive and learn how to work with the forgiveness. Okay, he says, I'm doing well. Okay, he's talking, him and Atul and Dan are having a conversation here. Okay,
oh, that's so sweet.
Atul, similar problem with him. He says that resulted, because of his mother issues, it resulted in self-esteem, and he realizes that it's your back, you know. Guys, yeah. Use the Ho'oponopono prayer. That's all I can say. Energy work, energy work, energy work with words. With words. And then bring in an energy color into the heart. And I think that's why I was feeling that energy, Atul, in your heart center when I was talking with Nora.
Well, I think we opened up the energy pathways, so we did get some of that moved because he was feeling it in his arms.
Uh-huh.
And normally that means we've removed some of it already. He's feeling it in his arms because he's opening up pathways that he probably wasn't feeling, and now he is.
Okay. Okay. Now, Dan, you have a 34/7. Wow. Do you see the patterns? You know, that's another thing we forgot to talk about, Nora. Intuition, symbolic language, frequency, and patterns, guys. Patterns. Look at the patterns. When it's intuition, Atul, because you were asking, how do I connect with the power of intuition? When it's intuition, you're going to see repetition, repetition, repetition over and over, and you're going to see it come and come and come to you. And then you're going to say, this is what I really need to do. And I'm going to give you an example. Well, Nora, you're still working on someone?
Yes. Okay. I'm working on both of the men.
Dan said, my right toe has a lot of energy passing through. Wow, that's a breakthrough, Dan, right there. When you get it to the toe, energy, whoo, flying out of you, coming through you and out of you. That's amazing. Awesome.
Yeah, good.
Okay. Awesome. Beautiful. Okay. Now, patterns, and I'm going to give you an example. Okay. I wanted to create something for the education, because I've been an educator for more than 25 years, and I moved into business and spirituality, but yet I still felt I love kids. I love kids. So I said, what can I continue to do? And I kept asking the universe, what can I continue to do to connect with educators? Okay. And then, like, right after I asked that question, like a week later, I saw a sign about superheroes. And I was like, what's that? You know, but it called my attention. So if it calls your attention, write it down. Write it down. It called my attention and I wrote it down. Then I wrote, even superheroes need help. I just wrote it. It's like, whoa, I love it. My kids, I read it to my kids and they loved it, and I wrote it down. Then I have connections with other entrepreneurs, and an entrepreneur sent something about superheroes and entrepreneurship or whatever, and I was like, wow, there it is. So I kept receiving all this information. So guess what my show is called now? Superheroes in the Classroom, for educators. And I'm doing live stream calls, and I'm talking to them and giving them tips on education and how to educate our kids, and it all relates to decision making, intuition, and all about the brain, because my doctorates was all about the brain and going deep in that thought. So anyways, there you go. That's how you connect. You see the patterns over and over. And here I keep seeing those patterns, the 7. All of you out there that are connected with you, if you're listening to this, even those that are listening to the replay, you are intuitive in so many ways, and you are called to this show, to this webinar, because of the energy and the frequency that Nora and I are carrying, and everybody in this group, in this community. So I welcome you to join me in Spiritual Journey on Facebook. That's one of my website, Facebook communities. And Nora, what's your Facebook community on Facebook?
I'm just under Nora Ramirez Dykema, and I have several other groups, but it depends on what they're interested in. I have Karmic Relationships, Divine Soulmates, or I have Nikola Tesla's Transformational Healing Energy Group. I mean, those are, and I have the River Valley Center for Healing page too. So there's lots of ways to connect with me.
Okay, I hope you guys got that. And thank you, Kathy and Dan, for giving me that positive encouragement of Superheroes in the Classroom, that you love it and that it's wonderful.
Yeah,
yeah. You know, we all need those positive, encouraging words. So thank you. Okay. Anyways, you have that 34, and again, it is powerful. I think we even had Kathy at the beginning that had that 34, and now you have it, Dan. So it's powerful. The only, you know what your shadow is, guys? Here it goes. It's hard for you to learn from your past experiences. Oops.
Oh.
Oops, yeah. From your past mistakes. Your strength comes from overcoming early disappointments in your life. So once you overcome those disappointments in your life, you'll make great gains. Okay? Dan said he does felt a deep pulse in the left upper arm.
Oh, good. Wow.
Yeah, awesome. I'm really excited. We're getting close to ending our show, or our webinar. I keep calling it a show because I have Match Entrepreneurs radio show, guys, and that's every Monday at 6 p.m. Central. So connect with me. If you're an entrepreneur, connect with me. I have people on relationship, politics, in so many areas or arenas in the entrepreneurship world. I interview experts and I help them connect with you, or I can even interview you if you have something a very important message, and we can chat and see if you're a good fit for my show. Send me an email in my private inbox on Facebook. It's Angelica Underwood, where we connected, or like I said, Spiritual Journey Facebook. So anything else, Nora, before we... he's laughing, Dan, and he says he's been going through a lot of early problems in his life and learning more daily. Yeah, it's tough. Use the Ho'oponopono prayer all the time. I'm going to share an experience. This weekend, I was in San Antonio with my son. We were trying to get him to see his dad that he never really connected with. And it's been very difficult for him, and his dad said they would pick him up, and they didn't. So then my son did. Then he did something awful, right? Anyways, and I was telling my son, you know what? Because this shadow part of me kept coming up. is like, "Ugh, I hate him." You know, those words that we use. Ah, yeah, they were coming up because that's a shadow side and it's still there. But then I paused and I said, you know what? God, there's still that dark part of me that's coming out. And I want you to shine light in that dark part of me that's showing up right now. Just light some light. Give me some love and pour in some forgiveness right there in that dark part of me that is showing up. And I kept working and working with that prayer and working and working with that prayer. Next thing you knew it, I just felt this peace and this big release of energy that was going through me and out of me from above and down. So whenever you feel stuck, when you feel stuck and you feel that that dark part of you is showing up and you hate that person or that world that's showing up, bless it, love it, go into it, go into that darkness and shine light, turn on the light and see what else is happening deep, deep inside, because it's always deeper, guys, very deep, okay? So they're saying thank you for the wonderful discussion and healing. Shoulders are still warm. That was Delphine. Kathy saying, Nora and Angelica, it has been a great pleasure to connect with you both. Thank you very much. Namaste. You're beautiful souls. Dan is saying thank you for amazing experience. We love being with you guys, and we have a very special offer. If you want to full astronumerology, connect me, send me a private message. I'm giving $100 off on my package. My package are pretty intense, $397. I mean $297, and you would get it at $197 if you're interested. But you get your progressions, you know, your whole life purpose, life challenges, and really discover where you're at so that you can move and live your purpose, guys. So connect with us, and that's only if you take action now, because these reports probably take me 4 to 5 hours to really get all your information and be able to coach you and get you on the right path. Nora?
I have a hand analysis offer for my kits, and they're normally $110, and I'm taking $10 off for this webinar session. If you're a listener and you private message me, I can send the link. I can put the link to the hand analysis page to my website in the Facebook event, so you can look at it there and what it entails, and then you can private message me, and we can get it going.
And that's awesome. Thank you, guys. Now, remember, I have this show once a week, every week. So connect with me, and we'll have a blast. And Nora, I'm hoping Nora can join me more often so that we can work with you guys. And then we'll send you some information when we're having our next event here in Dallas, which should be very, very soon. We're in the planning stages of it. So connect with us and love, love, love with all your heart, because the more you love, the more you give, and the more purity that comes out of you. And, you know, Santa Augustine said something, just love and do anything you want, because what wrong can you do when you really, really love, guys? There's no harm. There's no evil that's coming out of love. So just love. Nora?
Just love.
Just love.
That's right.
So namaste, guys. Yes. And we will see you next week. Love you guys, and send your friends our way.
Love you.
Okay. Bye, Nora. Thank you, Nora.
Here you go.